Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What's going on, man? Americans get captured again in Ukraine. Oh my God. What's going on there? We have this article from Yahoo, at least I have it. Probably it's taken from a different outlet. From today, July 14th, 2022. Third American captured by pro-Russian separatists in Ukraine, family says. And let me show you this gentleman. This is the gentleman here. Well, I guess they are equal opportunity employers over there, or capturers. They keep it, diverse. And it says here that the crypto investor's family said that the 35-year-old had been living in the now occupied city for more than 2 years. Well, that's the guy. The US State Department said on Thursday it was aware of reports that a third American was captured by Russian-backed separatists in Ukraine. And this is his name. Suedi Murekezi, who was born in Rwanda, was arrested last month in the southern city of Kherson, according to his family and friends. A spokesperson for the State Department told Yahoo News that it was aware of these unconfirmed reports, but due to privacy considerations, we have no further comment. So this, he used to be a crypto investor, it seems like, and he says, we are all extremely, his family, worried for his well-being. He's obviously in danger. His brother, Sele Murekezi, told The Guardian, and I'm quoting, they are using him as a pawn for their own propaganda purpose. Hey, what's your name? Murekezi? Sele, hey, Sele. That your brother went to Ukraine to kill people, Russians. The Russians caught him. What do you want? He didn't go over there to provide, I don't know, some services. The services were hot bullets. He went over there as a volunteer and as an adult. They're gonna use him, I guess, however they will feel fit, because they're the bad dudes. All right, according to everybody here. So I don't know what to expect. They will use him however because probably he must have killed some human beings. And those human beings, as bad as they might be, they have mothers too. Not two mothers, but they have mothers as well. So those mothers are crying for those, quote unquote, I'm just exaggerating, criminal children that fought at the orders of their superior officers to, I don't know, for their country, whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to defend those guys, but those were probably 20, 19, 21. I'm assuming, otherwise, as I said, he didn't go over there to play chess. He went over there to kill people. So it's not love. Hey, we capture you, come over here, have some tea, and warm up. And what do you want to watch? Here is your remote. But anyway, they are using him as a pawn for their own propaganda purposes. He gave them the opportunity by going over there, by living over there, by doing whatever, enrolling in that fight. Sele said had not heard from his brother for a month before receiving a call from him in the early hours of July 7th. Sele claims Suedi told him that he had been imprisoned in Donetsk, a city located in the Russian-backed breakaway region of the Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, in the Donbass. So those evil guys that are using him as a pawn allowed him to call his brother. All right, so talk about Geneva Convention and all that and the criminals of war. I'm pretty sure maybe this guy, what's his name? Not Sele, his brother, he's not, he's gonna be, Suedi. He's gonna be treated as a prisoner of war and, not necessarily, as I said, with a remote control, some vodka or ladies of the night. That's not the case, all right? You went over there to shoot at us. We didn't ask you to come here. You didn't have to. You came as a volunteer. You knew the consequences. You're an adult. Consequences for your actions. Swedy, a US Air Force veteran, is being wrongly accused by his captors of joining pro-Ukrainian protests, according to his family and friends, who said he did not participate in any fighting while in Ukraine. Of course, he was just over there in a church singing choirs and songs, carols. The investor also told his brother that he was in the same jail as Americans Alex Drurky and Andy Tai Ngok Huinh. The two veterans had been serving as volunteer fighters in Ukraine in June when they were captured. Their comrades previously told Yahoo News that they were informed that the two men were taken prisoner on June 9 during a battle northeast of Kharkiv. Another American, former US Marine Grady Kurpasi, has also been reported missing, but it's unclear whether he was captured in Ukraine. Kurpasi's wife said she stopped hearing from him in April after he arrived in Ukraine in March to go and help the Ukrainian people. Edward Basurin, a spokesman for the DPR, told Russia State TV that all convicted foreign mercenaries, so yeah, they already labeled them as mercenaries, right or wrong, who were captured should be killed. Basurin said that the situation was not about people who traveled to Ukraine to kill for money, but rather about their political stance. Yeah, Basurin said most of those going into Ukraine to help Kiev's forces are nationalists of their own countries, and for that reason we should be destroying them, end quote. And I'm quoting again, we'll help the countries from which they come by destroying them, because if they were to return, they will do the same in their own country, he said. Well, so actually he's providing services for the countries where these guys came from, I'm guessing, right? As I said, the details, the reality is only one person who knows the reality, and that is Swedy. He is the only one who knows the reasons why he went over there, why he was over there. He knows the circumstances under which he was captured or arrested or whatever. He is the only one who knows if he was over there as a volunteer fighter or he was over there just to, I don't know what else. Maybe he was just, if he was a Air Force veteran, I don't know. Maybe he was, we don't know yet. Maybe he was, I don't know, let's say a CIA. Maybe he was over there gathering information. Maybe he was a, how do they call now, instructors, or, who knows what he was over there. He's the only one who really knows what's going on. So the other guys don't really bother to hear probably his story, because everything that they catch, and I mean, you see him, so you saw him, so there's no doubt that he's, by their standards, right, to be politically correct, he's no Ukrainian or Russian. He must be from somewhere else. So nevertheless, and he's what, from Rwanda? From Rwanda, going to the United States and fighting, or going to Ukraine against the Russians. As I said, we don't know yet what happened. But as I said, they will use him and abuse him and probably do whatever they want with this guy, and they already labeled him as a mercenary, so what is he going to do? And what are these guys going to do? Nothing, because they can't. The threats and blackmail do not function, do not work anymore as before, and sanctioning and all that, it's beyond that. So what are they going to do? You push these guys to a corner, now they do whatever they want. What are they going to do? Go to the Court of Justice in Hague? Go to the United Nations and do what? You kick them out from everywhere. So they will not be under any jurisdiction at one point. So then how are we going to hold them accountable? This is going to be the only one that you can hold them accountable. But you can't, because they have atomic bombs as well. So you see where you got them? You have nothing against them. As the Joker said in Batman, you have nothing against me. The same here, you have nothing to threaten me with. This is, you have nothing to threaten me with. The same here, you have nothing to threaten these guys with. What are you going to threaten me with? Economic sanctions, political sanctions, military fight, weapons, what? Atomic bombs? They got them too. So I guess they're going to just do like this. And say, okay, move on, nothing to see here. They're going to make some statements, political statements, and we condemn, and they would be waning away after about 3 days and 5 hours. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.